Welcome back. As part of your onboarding process, you will be filling out paperwork. We wanted to spend a few minutes going over a few key policies you will be acknowledging. All of these documents will be available to you on ADP after you acknowledge them. We are not going to read line by line today, but just covering some of the important key points so that you get off to a great start on your first day in the salon. These are the 7 documents we will be going over today. If you have a question at some point during this video, be sure to write it down and ask your manager or recruiter when the video is completed. At Great Clips, there are peak times. Peak times are the predicted busy days and time frames when we are our busiest. Because we make a promise to our customers that they don't have to wait, we generally don't allow breaks during those times. Those times are Monday through Friday between 3 p.m. and 6:30 p.m. We permit up to a 30-minute unpaid break for anyone working over a 4-hour shift. Although we try to give a consecutive 30-minute break, other peak times, like Saturdays and Sundays, it isn't possible. So we may give our team members a few 10-15-minute breaks instead. Always ask your manager how much time is allowed at that time, and please understand, sometimes segmented breaks are necessary to accommodate all team members. In the Policy and Procedure Manual, you will be acknowledging there is a section that explains attendance and punctuality. This is a general section that explains what we expect. A few key points is that although you are not considered late until your scheduled start time, you are considered late if your station is not set up and you aren't ready to service customers. We recommend arriving a few minutes early so that you can set up your station. If you are going to be late or absent, you must contact your manager immediately and begin looking for coverage. Please do not tell another stylist. You must speak directly to someone in management at your salon. If you need to leave early, it must be approved by management. If you leave without telling someone, it can be considered shift abandonment. We track attendance using a point system. For every tardy, a 1 to 2 point is issued. For every absence that is not covered, a point is issued. Sometimes it can't be helped if you are late or absent. We understand that. This is not a write-up. Absences do happen. However, when they become excessive, it affects the entire team. So each point earned can be earned back by filling in for someone else when they are absent. If you get full coverage for your shift, you won't earn a point, and the person covering earns a credit. Let's define what an excused and unexcused absence is. Excused absences would be if you notified your manager and found complete coverage for your shift, you requested off in advance and it was approved, you had jury duty, an injury at work, or you have a doctor's note. Doctor's notes can be submitted, but we will only accept 3 notes in a 6-month period. An unexcused absence is when you notified your manager but couldn't find coverage, you didn't notify your manager at all, a tardy without coverage, leaving before your scheduled shift end without approval, taking an unapproved break, and exceeding 3 doctor's notes in 6 months. Points fall off your attendance record after 6 months. If you have questions about this policy, please ask. You will also be acknowledging that a document stating that our company does have workers' compensation in case you become injured while working. Please note that like all insurance policies, you must use a provider in-network. If you get injured, the best place to go is an emergency room. Let them know this is a worker compensation claim. After you are treated, call the workers' compensation number on the poster in the break room immediately. The place you receive treatment must be in-network, which is why we recommend an emergency room. If you get treated out of network or don't report your claim, you risk it not getting covered. If there is time, you can call the number on the poster before to get a list of local covered physicians. The Policy and Procedures Manual is quite long. You are acknowledging that we are providing you with a copy in ADP. I would like to highlight a few key points. First, if we have inclement weather, you will be notified by your manager if we open late, close early, or close entirely as soon as we make a decision. Second, vacations need to be requested in writing and approved by management. Please caution yourself booking any plans until you have confirmation it was approved. We want you to enjoy vacation but can't approve everyone at the same time. Third, we have blackout times as listed on the screen that no vacations will be approved. Finally, if you have any concerns, please follow the chain of command. Ask your manager, and if your concern isn't resolved, your regional manager next. I would like to discuss a little more about chain of command and who to go to if you have an issue or question in a little more detail. The first person you meet when you are onboarding is our recruiter. That recruiter takes you through the onboarding process. After that is complete, they will send you into the hands of your management team. Because the recruiter is not involved in daily operations, they will not be able to help you with any questions you have after hire. Your direct supervisors are your salon assistant manager and salon manager. That is who you will go to for everything. They are there to help you in any way they can. If for some reason they are not able to help or you feel you haven't been heard, you would contact your regional manager. For human resource requests such as employment verification or paycheck issues, you can go to hdkp.net and submit a request. If you are moving or for any reason would like to request a transfer, please contact your regional manager. There is a Standards of Conduct section. Please review this to understand our expectations. Please be professional and courteous to your team members and clients, honest and lawful. The Policy and Procedures Manual contains a dress code portion. There is a poster in every break room as well to guide you in the right direction. Our teams wear all black professional clothing. A splash of color is allowed in accessories or pattern. We do not wear shorts or sleeveless tops, shoes without backs, hoodies, athletic wear, or graphic tees. Salon cleanliness is everyone's responsibility, and we adhere to TDLR guidelines and expect every team member to participate in the upkeep of the salon's daily cleaning. When we hire new team members, it is to fill a specific position on that team. You will be filling out an availability form upon hiring. If you change your availability down the road, we will try to accommodate it if possible. We schedule for the customers and cannot schedule extra hours when traffic isn't heavy. If we cannot accommodate your availability change, you are acknowledging that you may be asked to transfer to another salon that can accommodate it, or your hours may be reduced. Weekend availability is mandatory to continue employment with us. We also have a closing procedures document you will be acknowledging. This document states that two people must close at all times. You should never be left alone or leave a coworker alone. Regular drawer counts will be done throughout the day and whenever any employee leaves. These drawer counts are documented. If there is a shortage, closers must contact management immediately to start an investigation. The deposit is to be locked in the designated spot at the end of each day, along with the drawer money. Both closers must walk out of the salon together and are both responsible for locking the door. Your safety is important and we believe in the buddy system, so please walk out with your coworker to make sure you both safely get to your vehicles. Finally, you will acknowledge a wage deduction policy. This policy states that we will never exchange cash. Any money owed for insurance or equipment purchases will be deducted from your paycheck. Any payroll errors or advancements, even inadvertently done, will be deducted from your check. Wage garnishments are mandatory for businesses to do if requested to do so, and will be deducted from your check if we are sent such an order. I hope you have a good overview of some of the important policies and paperwork you will be filling out today. It is our hope that this video gave you the information you need to have a great start to your new career at Great Clips. However, remember you do have a lot of support, and if you do have a question about a policy, please be sure to ask your trainer today or your manager when you get to the salon. Again, we are so glad you decided to join the team.